That'll go in my diary as one of the great lunches of my life.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it all biffed along rather well, considering.
What had you done to those people, Bertie?
I was once engaged to their daughter.
Ah. You must be out of gas, Bertie.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure these things run on petrol.
Oh, Bertie, do something.
You're going to stop, are you? Someone's smoking in there. What's that?
That's the engine.
All right. It's not interesting.
I think you'll have to push, Bertie. Getting dark, Bertie. Can't we go any faster? Bertie, look! There's a public house up ahead. Come on, Bertie.
Of course, we don't get many visitors, like, but you're very welcome to the two little rooms we have got. Now, there's one there, and the other one is here. The bathroom's down the hall.
They'll be just fine.
Good.
Hello?
Lucky old Chuffy can't see us now, eh?
Lucky? Why?
Well, you know how suspicious and jealous he is. He'd probably tear you limb from limb.
Good morning, Miss Stoker. Good morning, sir.
Ah, Jeeves. Miss Stoker's car broke down, Jeeves.
In Wiltshire.
I surmise that something of the kind had taken place, sir. Mr. Stoker was inquiring after you at the hall, miss.
Oh, Lordy. You didn't tell him I was with old Sweet Cheeks here, did you?
When he saw me, miss, he leapt to that conclusion for himself.
Was he cross?
I could not say, miss. A darker hue suffused his cheeks, and he attempted to kick a passing cat.
I better get back to the yacht and explain things. After all this time, he still thinks Bertie and I are madly in love.
My dratted engagement to Pauline Stoker seems to dog the footsteps, Jeeves.
Indeed it does, sir.
Only lasted 2 days, and I was unconscious for most of the time.
I recall it with great vividity, sir. I've always felt it a benison that the young lady's father objected to the union with such fervour.
Yeah, me too, Jeeves. I don't know what I could have been thinking of.
Foreign travel often liberates emotions best kept in check, sir, and the air of North America is notoriously stimulating in this regard, as witness the regrettable behaviour of its inhabitants in 1776.
What happened in 1776, Jeeves?
I prefer not to dwell on it if it's convenient to you, sir.
Yeah. Well, all I'm saying is I wish old man Stoker could forget that I was ever engaged to his dratted daughter. Chuffy, too, if it comes to that. He doesn't know I was with Pauline last night, does he?
I could not say, sir. I did not see Lord Chuffnell last evening.
Ah, Bertie! Good to see you.
What, oh, Chuffy? I hope you don't think it's an awful crust me just arriving like this.
What? No, 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 no. My casa is your casa. What? I say, Bertie, I don't suppose Jeeves would battle for us tonight, would he?
Well, I'll ask him.
And the old Birdwood had to retire. We couldn't afford to replace him.
Still, I suppose once you've sold the old pile, you'll be able to employ an army of butlers.
I want to play.
Hello, young Seabury.
I want to play croquet. You said I could play the next time you played.
Oh, yes, that's absolutely true, but, I'm playing with Mr. Wooster. You remember Mr. Wooster, don't you?
What, Seabrim?
He can watch. I'm good at croquet.
There you are, Seabrin. Come along, time for your maths class.
I want to play croquet.
Maths first. Oh, hello, Bertie.
Hello, Myrtle.
Good to see you again.
It's on a knife edge at the moment, Bertie. If he can get planning permission, old Stoker's going to take this heap off my hands in return for vast amounts of oof. And I'll be engaged to his beautiful daughter.
Yes, it's not going to be a hotel now, I understand.
No, Pauline met this woman called Glossop, and she's keen to get it turned into a sanatorium with her husband running it.
And he's down here staying at the local hostelry, isn't he?
What, Stoker? No, he's on his yacht in the harbour.
No, I mean Glossop.
Oh, yes, he's at the hotel. Why, do you know him?
Yes, I was engaged to his daughter in Noria once.
Oh, Bertie, is there any girl you haven't been engaged to?
Everyone here yet, Jeeves?
Stokers have not yet arrived, sir, but Sir Roderick and Lady Glossop are in the drawing room.
Oh, Lord. Well, better go and face the music, I suppose.
This room will do wonderfully well for your office, don't you think, Roderick?
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Possibly. I shall, of course, retain my consulting rooms in Harley Street. So many of my patients rely on me.
It must be a fascinating life, Sir Roderick.
It has its rewards, Mrs. Pongleton.
The Marchioness of Clapton said to me only last week.
What's home?
Worcester!
Oh, here we are again, what?
You two know each other, I believe.
We do indeed. And what's more...
Would you like a glass of sherry, Bertie?
Mr. J. Washburn Stoker, Miss Stoker, and Master Dwight Stoker.
Stoker. Good evening. Evening. Dwight, darling. You know everyone, I believe. My sister, Mrs. Pongleton. Sir Roger, Lady Glossop. Oh, and, Mr. Wooster.
What in Hades is he doing here?
Oh, you know, usual sort of thing.
Is that the one you were engaged to?
Dwight?
He was engaged to my daughter, too.
What?
Well, you know, an engagement here, an engagement there.
Let's all go into dinner, shall we?
It's Dwight's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, and how old is the dear little fellow?
He's 9.
I'm going to have a swell party.
I do hope you can come, Seabury.
Oh, yes, he'd love to come.
We've got this wonderful troupe of black-faced minstrels coming to do the entertainment.
I bet you've never had minstrels at a birthday party before. I hate minstrels anyway. Oh, yeah.
Oh, minstrels. Roderick, do tell them about the Duke of Tooting.
Duke of Tooting?
Yes.
Ah, yes, the old Duke had a minstrel's gallery at the family seat, Tooting Hall. And every night at dinner, he used to excuse himself, creep up to the gallery and drop boiled sweets on the guests below. I mean, everyone knew it was him, of course, but they had to pretend not to. The family had to call for me eventually.
Bertie once dropped a blancmange on the Bishop of Woolwich while we were at Oxford.
On a bishop?
Yeah, well, fair's fair, Chuffy. It wasn't really meant for the bish. It was meant for Boko Fittleworth, but unfortunately, from above, they look very similar.
I do not find this funny, Wooster.
Well, no. You had to be there, really. Anyway, he looked up to see what was happening, tripped over the steps, and fell straight into the charwell.
At least it washed off the blancmange.
Happy days, happy days.
You didn't say that when they arrested you.
Arrested?
A boyish prank.
And this is the sort of man you choose as a friend?
Yes, I know. But he means well. Anyway, he was fried to the tonsils at the time.
Do you mean intoxicated?
Means well. A man who makes a mockery of the church, a jailbird, a drunkard, a womanizer.
Oh, now come.
A womanizer, sir.
He deceived my daughter, too.
He was young.
Do you know that your so-called friend spent last night at a hotel with your fiancé?
Daddy? More soup, anyone?
Do you deny it?
It wasn't the way you make it sound.
I'm sure it was all perfectly innocent.
Innocent?
Don't you care?
I mean, I'm sure nothing untoward happened.
How do you know that? How dare you?
Pauline?
You just take me for granted.
Either that man leaves your house immediately, or I do.
Look, this is my house, and I'll have whoever I like in it.
Then it can stay your house.
You don't